Hey guys, Sean here. Welcome back to another vlog. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're taking care. I'm doing good. Barring the frog in my throat, but that, you know, that's something I'm learning to live with. As you can see, it is a beautiful sight, a sunshiny day. Shunny day. What the hell am I talking about? Apparently words are no longer my friends. Yeah, so thought I'd do a quick video today. I've had some folks ask me some questions about how I'm doing. After my mental health video, people, you know, have addressed concerns about when I got sick. Want to make sure I'm okay. And I'm good. You know, I had a few hiccups. Easy to address, but the great thing about mental health is it's something you got to work on all the time. You're never truly fixed. You're never truly broken. It's like anything you do in life, it's always going to be a work in progress, right? So, but overall, I'm doing good. So the first thing I'm just going to address is, for the past 5-6 weeks or so, things have been super busy and great. Frank and Sarah came into town at the beginning of, what was it? What month are we in? So yeah, May. And had a great time hanging out with them. And, you know, we were friends before, but we actually got to spend a lot of time together. And that just allowed me to kind of open up a lot more. And having them in town was great. I no longer was I isolated. I was becoming more sociable. You know, there's always something to do. We were talking all the time. So it was nice. You know, it was really good, you know. Then Luke and Naomi came into town. They were here for a week and a half or so. And so then I was at a group of people that I was hanging out with. And that was even better. And so, again, these are all things that I needed for my own my own mental health. You know, social interaction, dealing with people, things that I have put off doing for years. And I became a social animal again. So I enjoyed spending time with them. I enjoyed developing the friendships and everything that we were developing. And it was an absolute delightful time. I loved it completely. And then everybody left. And I knew they were leaving. It's not like they're just like up and gone. You know, this was planned. And I didn't think of it. Because I've spent so much time on my own. So I was like, oh yeah, they'll be heading off and they'll be good. And then for the first couple of days, I was just like, wait, what do I do now? And so, you know, it's not the end of the world. You know, I have other friends that I've made here. So, I mean, I've been able to be, you know, go out and hang out with some other folks, and it's good. But it just kind of triggered that little wobble in the brain going, well, what are you going to do now? What are you going to do now? You know, you're doing great. What are you going to do now? And it's just my own mental failings. Because it was all something I knew was going to happen. It wasn't a surprise. It wasn't a shock. But still, my stupid brain wanted to do the stupid thing that it does. So I could feel that that nagging part of my brain just itching to get out. And you know, I'm good. And then I got a tickle in my throat. And I was like, okay, that's interesting. And then it became a frog in my throat. And then I started getting sick. And then that just kind of added on top. So it was like I was already coping and dealing with the fact that, you know, my life had just shifted again, you know. So now all of a sudden I was coping with something that I haven't experienced. So I don't get sick very often. Even before the pandemic, I've always been very good about, you know, staying away from getting sick. So to get ill again, I was just like, oh, great. And especially anything, chest congestion, all that kind of stuff. It just hits the back of your head going, oh God, no, is it the, you know, the thing? Which it may well be. Definitely didn't hit like any of the other ones. Well, like the other one that I got. This was just a cough, tickle in my throat, aches and pains, just like any other flu, cold, anything else. Like, it really wasn't awful. I did not get the huge, massive headaches that I got the first time around when I caught it. So that was my big win. I was like, even if it is the thing, it's not as bad as the thing that I had previously. So I gone to the doctor, done all my things. No, gone to the pharmacist. But again, when you're sick and you're alone and you're getting up there in age, you got to be careful. So I got together all the emergency numbers that I needed, had all my documentation on hand, in case in the middle of the night something happened and I was like, I woke up and I'm going to the hospital. I had everything ready, you know. I wanted to tick all my boxes. So instead of letting that worrying, nagging part of my brain go into overdrive, I shut it down. I just organized myself. And it was good, you know. Took some days off, relaxed, did some cleaning around the house, and, you know, just not having to do anything, not having to be anywhere was delightful. But, yeah, trying to cope with the failings of your brain sometimes is just like, it's nonstop. And that was the other part too, is like, part of me, because things have been going so well for, you know, quite a while, you know, and it's still going good. But yeah, just because there was a little bit of a setback, you know, that little part of your brain just is real happy to kind of try to kick you when you're down a little bit. We're so mean to ourselves, aren't we? But that's okay. I can be mean back to it, and I was. So I told it where to go, how far to go, how fast to get there, all the things. But yeah, there was a wobble. There absolutely was a wobble. Where there was a day that I felt completely isolated and alone. I felt like a foreigner. You know, all those nagging things that you're like, oh, I'm in another country. I'm stuck on the other side of the world. I don't have any family or friends here. All that just hit, boom. I know, just because I got sick. But I figured out how to process it, how to get through it. And we're good. So I know what I need to do if I get ill again. So I don't have any concerns. Well, you know, relatively speaking. But yeah, as I'm recording this, I'm going to be off to visit Frank in a little while. We're going to spend a couple of days together. We're traveling to Sihanoukville. We're going to go explore that city together. And then I'm going off to Phnom Penh to explore that city for a couple of days. And so instead of letting, you know, that failing thing get the best of me, I'd already planned this trip. Like, the date was already set. So I booked everything, you know, I got everything organized. Even when I wasn't feeling good, I did my research. I walked down to the different bus terminal things and found out which one had the better deal, bought my tickets, got everything organized. So, you know, even in the mental state that I was in, I was capable, which is something I can't say a year ago that I'd be able to deal with. So that made me happy. It made me really happy that I was able to process everything. And now You know, I'm leaving in a little while for Chinookville, and I have a whole other chapter of adventure ahead. And this is going to be the start of the next chapter of this channel. It's been Bangkok, and then it's been Siem Reap. Now, I'm going to put in my plan into action. And my plan has always been use Siem Reap as a hub, or wherever I end up, use it as a hub. Could just be Cambodia is my hub, you know. And I'm going to travel, you know. Take a week or two, go to a place, and just enjoy it. Just have an adventure. And so this time I'm taking a week. I'm going to 2 cities. I'm going to be on a bunch of buses. I'm going to be doing a bunch of things. I'm going to be stepping underneath some really low-hanging trees because of the rain. But that's going to be the next phase. Then when I get back, I am getting together my plans to go to Vietnam. And that's going to be, right now, it's going to be a minimum of 2 weeks. I'm looking to hopefully try to do it to 3. It depends on my visa. So I'm going to apply for my visa. It turns out how long the turnaround could be on that and when I can go. I'm just going to go and explore and enjoy. So that's going to be what I'm doing for the next while is that, yeah, I'll still be in Siem Reap. I'll still be here. I'll still be hanging out. But my channel will look like I'm doing all these things. Where in actuality, I'm going out for a week, going out for a couple of weeks. You know, and then for like the next 2 months, I'll have content for you guys. It's something I've been planning for this from the whole time I started this channel. But my thing I needed to get through was getting my visa, getting everything sorted here, getting my mental health in check, and then finally getting together a plan that I wanted to do and finding a way to do it all. So it's starting. So hopefully you guys don't mind this next bit of the adventure. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to exploring more of Cambodia, more of Southeast Asia, seeing what else is in store here. So far, every day, I am stunned and amazed by the people I meet, the places I'm at, and yeah, I'm the happiest I've been in ages. I've come through the other side of a pretty awful time, and even when shit went south a little bit, which I know people are like, what, you got sick? How is that a big deal? I don't know. What triggers anything for anybody? I don't know. As I mentioned, one of my concerns about coming over here was that I was going to get sick and I was not going to make it. When I got sick, that part of my brain was like, ha ha, I told you. And I was like, fuck off. I'm going to be fine. So I'm going to be fine. But still, it was just that it was a trigger for me. And so I also mentioned that I was going to be wearing a mask. As you can see, I don't have it on today. That was more of a polite thing to do. I see folks that do it here, where they will put on a mask when they are not doing well, when they're ill. I see like people with masks when they're coughing. It's a thing of respect for others here. And so again, when you're in a new location, a new culture, you try to do and emulate the best that you can. So if it's part of their culture to mask up when you're sick, I'm in. And it doesn't mean that I have to mask up every time I leave the house. So, you know, and I think that was also a concern. I know it was for someone. So, but yeah, I'm doing good. This humidity though sucks. Yeah, the rain just came down. It poured. The temperature dropped by like 8 or 9 degrees. Nice breeze came through, and as long as the breeze is going, it's great. The minute that breeze stops, that humidity starts to bubble up again. Whew. But anyway, I'm going to call this video here. Just wanted to give you guys an update. Like I said, I'm good. I'm way better. Okay, well, I'm not going to get run over by a scooter. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to call it here. I'm going to head off. If you do like my content, please feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, if you are still here and you are so inclined, there'll be a link over here, right there today, to one of my other videos. Anyway, I'll see you guys in our next one. Take care, buddy. Bye-bye.